Hello, hello. How is it going? My name is Dusty Bender 94, but you can call me Dusty. And today, I'm posting my first Call of Duty commentary comeback. It's been a while. The last time I posted on YouTube was 2011. Things have changed back then. This crazy orange-faced guy is now president of the United States, and back then we only knew him on The Apprentice. People are glued to their smartphones even more. And we're all a little older now. I turned the big 3-0 this year and still a little bit in denial. Those bag of chips that I ate last night, well, they kind of stay on my waist a little longer. Can't quite stay up as late anymore. And responsibilities and direction in life, I actually seem to care about that kind of stuff now. But sometimes you need a break from all that. And that's where Call of Duty comes in. Call of Duty. My favorite distraction. I'm actually scared to go back and see how many hours I played it back in the day. And I was one of the early adopters. I started all the way back at the original Call of Duty 2003. I remember buying it at Best Buy, installing it on my parents' computer, and being blown away by the cinematic single-player campaign and the sweaty multiplayer. I remember running around with the bolt-action rifles. I probably sucked. Also, internet wasn't that great back then. But times changed, got into high school, and I was literally like the perfect age, like 13 years old when Call of Duty 4 came out. And I remember playing at a friend's house. We played Wetwork, split screen, and he was kicking my ass. But it was a lot of fun. And shortly after, got the game on the Xbox 360. And I actually didn't play it too much online at the time, like 2007, 2008. I was actually playing like Rock Band and Guitar Hero a lot with my friends. And sometimes we'd like play some split screen matches. But, by 2009, when World of War came out, I was really starting to get into it. I was playing zombies a lot with my friends, trying to like best my personal record. And had my friend over all the time to do like split screen zombies. And then I started to get into the online multiplayer. And I even remember like in the summer going into 10th grade, no responsibilities and just staying up till 4 or 5 a.m. Literally like seeing the sunrise and just rocking some World at War on the PC. I managed to get it on the PC as well back then. And I remember like playing these crazy custom zombie maps you could just download and like the community made them. That was a lot of fun. And of course Modern Warfare 2, game that changed it all. And that's where it went from just like something I do a bit on weekends with friends to like something I was doing every day. And once again, I wasn't as into it when Modern Warfare 2 first came out in fall of 2009. So unfortunately, I wasn't playing like a ton when the hype was real, and like they didn't patch the model 1887s yet, and quick scoping was just starting. But in the spring of 2010, that's when I really started to get into the game, and I was putting in the hours, putting in the grind, and I started to watch Call of Duty commentators on YouTube. And at first, I had a friend from high school who was into it, and I'll admit, I thought it was like pretty geeky to be doing Call of Duty commentary and like watching videos online. I was like, okay, this guy, he's like a basement dweller. That was kind of his reputation. And he was friends with like a lot of the big commentators back then. Like he was on his Xbox Live, literally go on his friends list and see he was friends with like Optic, Tabes, like a lot of the big commentators back then. So he was kind of like in that group, and he released some montages back in the day, and they got some traction. I remember he did some dual comms with some of my classmates, And my mind kind of shifted, and I started to actually think it was pretty cool. And so I started to watch some of the people like in his group, and I was like, oh, this is actually like pretty entertaining. And I was able to like see how they were playing the game, and realize, oh, like I'm just sort of running around, and I'm not really using cover that well. My aiming and my reaction time isn't great, so I could like learn a thing or two from watching them. So I was starting to learn like also like how to build better creative classes, like the best perks, best combinations in the game, and that definitely helped me level up. And also, it was just I was like 15 at the time, so it was pretty interesting to listen to like a 20-year-old and sort of their perspective on life. And that got me inspired to maybe look into doing my own commentary back in 2010. So it was actually coming up on my birthday, and I was able to convince my parents to help me like invest a bit in something that was creative, something that I enjoyed. So I was really lucky, and I was able to get an HD PVR from Bosch, and that device was like the capture card back in 2010. So I got started, and it was really cool. It was the scene, was still like the Wild West on YouTube, and it was still rough. You know, the mic quality was like pop, 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 and there just wasn't the same structure or polish, but it was fun. And I posted my own amateur videos, and I don't really want to go back and listen to my commentary. At 15, 16, it's like you're not even really a full human. So you may not be a full human at that point, but let's face it, we're very, very nostalgic for that period. Things were simple in high school. I know that there was drama, there was homework, wasn't always fun, but you had a structure and you were together with peers your own age. And things get more complicated, things get more uncertain. And fast forward many years later, I'm in my late 20s. It's kind of coming up on the end of COVID. And I'm feeling nostalgic for some video games. And I know that there was that big revival for Call of Duty around the time of Modern Warfare 2019 with Warzone, but I just never got into it. I actually was playing the multiplayer more in Modern Warfare 2019. But with Warzone, I just didn't have the patience for it. I just wanted to run around and do like the classic deathmatch. And I actually liked having some friends over and just like playing against bots. And so one day, I just got this idea. I was just a casual gamer at the time, and I just really played a bit on weekends, with friends. And so I didn't even have the latest Xbox. Like I had the Xbox One S. So it's backwards compatible, right? And I thought, how cool would it be to play some of the older Call of Duties again? And so I went through my collection and I found the discs for all the old Call of Duties: Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Black Ops 2, World at War. And I thought, hey, it's backwards compatible. Let's play a bit again. And so I started playing against bots, a little bit online, a little bit of zombies. And after a while, I got thinking, hey, I have like my old Xbox somewhere in my closet. And I have two actually. I had my Xbox Slim, my Xbox 360 Slim, and my original like fat Xbox 360. And I thought, hey, like, what if I just find these again, set them up, and see if I could do system link, like do a LAN, local area network. It could be pretty fun to like have some friends over and we play against each other. And the idea was born. And so I looked it up, how to do it, and I found some old Ethernet cables in the basement, and I grabbed some computer monitors as well as my main TV, and I plugged it into my router. And at the time, I tried to connect to a lobby via system link, and first it didn't work. Had to troubleshoot a lot. Had to buy a network switch, but then suddenly everything worked. Everything clicked, and I tested some lobbies, and it all worked well. So I decided to tell my friends on WhatsApp and made a group about reliving nostalgia, and got a couple of friends over, and we launched some Black Ops multiplayer. And the game that you just watched now, that's one of the first games we ever played together. And so we were able to relive this moment of nostalgia, only this time we're older. We're 30. We're having beers, talking about life, relationships, investing, getting sore. Welcome to my channel, Dusty Bender. We're gonna relive the past while also looking to the future. If you want to see more LAN parties, life chats, growing up but remembering who we once were, subscribe and check out my channel. We're gonna move forward. Let's go.